Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. I'll pull my hair up a little bit so I don't look like I don't have anything on. Can you guys hear me and see me? Or is it like buffering? Because for some reason it just said, it just kicked me off for a second. So. Hey, baby. Okay, I have to go to the store and get some. Hey, Classy. Okay. Oh, I was going to send you a card. Girl. That's all. Just sending you a card from, because since you joined Patreon. Okay. So, I just wanted to wipe my face down and come on here and chat with you guys. So I just got off work and I was thinking on my way home what videos I could talk, what topics I could talk to you guys about today. And I was also thinking, what topics are people looking for that are trying to get sober, people that are struggling with addiction. Hey, Bethany. And then I thought, how to stop getting high, how to quit getting high. And I thought, that's what I'm going to talk about today, how to quit getting high. So, first of all, my name is Nicole and I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery since July 13th. How did you quit smoking? Okay, so let me tell you about that first. So hey Misty, Classy just brought up a really good question. How did I stop smoking cigarettes? And I'm going to tell you guys, I smoked cigarettes from the time I was 17 till I was 32 years old. And I smoked for the first year of my sobriety, maybe even 2.5 years of my sobriety. I just quit. Well, no, I smoked almost my whole sobriety. I've been quit for just about a year now. I'm so damn proud of myself, you guys. I smoked menthol cigarettes, Newports, Cools, Camel menthols, anything that was a menthol cigarette. And as you can see, I'm really struggling with just breaking out all over my chin. I don't know why. I guess it's hormones and it's bothering me a lot. Like these breakouts are like hurting. They're like hurt. So honestly, you guys, I quit smoking because my son was seeing me smoking. And my little boy, he emulates everything I do. You know, so one day I was smoking a cigarette outside, right? And he came out there and he picked up a cigarette butt out of the ashtray and acted like he was smoking. And I really got so upset because I thought he wasn't even 4 years old yet when he did that. And so I was like, I gotta stop. So first of all, I stopped buying cigarettes. Like I wasn't gonna buy them anymore. If one of my friends came over and they had cigarettes or somebody let me bum one, I would bum a cigarette, but I stopped purchasing them. And then basically what happened was I was really struggling. I still had the taste for them. You understand what I'm saying? And so I went to the doctor and I had been struggling with my depression. And he put me on Wellbutrin, and he told me, you know, this medication helps people to stop smoking cigarettes. And I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah. And so I got on Wellbutrin, and I just never picked up a cigarette, you guys. I just quit. I just never picked a cigarette up ever again. And I have been cigarette free for almost a year now. We're coming up on a year this November, I think. So super proud of myself for that. It was worth it to get off cigarettes. Now, I did gain weight when I got off cigarettes. Cigarettes helped me to not eat so much, and so that was another thing that added to my weight gain. But honestly, you guys, like, I'd rather gain weight than to smoke cigarettes and smell like cigarettes, because I always smelled like cigarettes, you know, because I would go outside and I would smoke in our garage, because I didn't smoke in the house. I always smoked outside, but still, you know, it smelled all over my clothes. Well, and that's what I did. I just stopped. So now I wanted to talk to you guys about how to quit getting high. or how to quit getting drunk. So there's different processes you can go through. But the first thing I would suggest if you're trying to stop getting high, right? Been on Wellbutrin forever and ever. Never made me stop. I'm so damn proud of you, Nicole. You know what, Misty? And it was also, because I saw my son smoking, and I saw my son acting like he was me. And that really, really, really bothered me, you guys. Because you guys know how self-conscious I am about my son, like, growing up and, following in my footsteps. So I really didn't want to make it any easier for him to follow in my footsteps with cigarettes. So, hey, Leonard. So now what I want to talk to you guys about is stop getting high. So how to stop getting high on drugs, okay? Whatever your drug of choice is, these are some steps I think that can help you to stop getting high. So first of all, you need to decide whether you're ready to stop or not, okay? A lot of us will say, I want to stop getting high. I'm done with this life. I can't take this life anymore, right? But then we're not really ready to quit totally. So first of all, you got to make a decision, okay? Make a decision, say, do I really want to change? Do I really want to stop, getting high? Do I really want to, work to improve my life? Or do I want to stay in the same spot where I've been, okay? Because that's what it is. We get comfortable in our addiction, okay? I know because I did. I got comfortable with failing all the time. I got comfortable with being a hustler, being a thief. I got comfortable with, doing things like sleeping with men to get free dope, right? That was something that I did because it was easy and I didn't give a damn about those dudes. So I could go, get what I needed to get in the day. And so that's what I did. All right. A lot of times, you guys, a lot. So after that, after you make a decision, you say, today I'm deciding I want to make a change in my life. Okay. After you make a decision, because you already know you have a problem. Everybody says, you got to admit you got a problem. We already know, at least I do. So if you haven't came to that conclusion yet that you have a problem, then why are you thinking about quitting, right? Usually we already know we have a problem. That's why we want to quit, okay? So don't forget that, you've already got a problem. You know you have a problem. You know you're an addict or you're a drunk. You're an alcoholic or an addict, okay? So let's make that decision, okay? After you make a decision, now what you got to do is you've got to get a support system, okay? And you got to get a whole team of people. That's what I say. If you're trying to quit getting high, you need to tell everybody, hey, I want to quit getting high. Hey, I need help. Can you help me to quit getting high? All right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to need all this accountability. You're going to need people who are going to go, hey, didn't Bethany say she wanted to quit getting high? Didn't Misty say she wanted to quit getting high? Oh, she's down here on 2nd Street getting high again. Let's go over there and talk shit to her, okay? Well, you need to let everybody know, hey, I want to quit. I want to get sober. I'm trying to change my life, okay? You need to yell it from the rooftops. I'm getting sober. I'm quitting. I'm turning over a new leaf. This is going to be my quit date. I'm quitting today. And then you need to pick a day. Like, am I going to do it today? Am I going to do it tomorrow? If I was you, I would pick a day as soon as possible, okay? Pick a day as soon as possible. If you're an alcoholic, a benzo addict, or a heroin or opiate addict, and you are going to go through withdrawal that could potentially keep you sick or kill you, okay? You need to prepare and plan for it, all right? If you've been through opiate withdrawal, you can handle it. I've been sick as a dog locked up in my house before, okay? I have sprayed shit all over the place because I was in withdrawal in my room, okay? I'm talking, I was laying there and my ass was with shits coming out like a fucking machine gun because that's how fucking loose my bowels. If I can do it, you can do it too. Okay? If you're on benzos or alcohol, I suggest going to the hospital. I suggest going to the emergency room or going into a detox. Okay? If you're on opiates and you can go into detox or the emergency room, I always think that a person should do that. Okay? Because it's the safer way to do it. But not everybody has that opportunity, or not everybody wants to do that. So if you don't want to go into the hospital and you're coming off opiates, you need to prepare, okay? You need to get your room, get you some clean sheets, okay? Get you some clean sheets on backup, and then get you some more clean sheets on backup. Hey, Adam, thank you, babe. And I'm serious, you guys, like, because you're going to be changing your sheets over and over and over and over again, because you're going to be sweating through them. You're going to be sick all over them. It's just going to be an uncomfortable situation. But the whole purpose of me sharing this with you guys is for you guys to understand that, like, to make a plan and stick to it, because you can do it. If you want to get sober, you can do it. The thing about it is the pleasure that you're getting from drugs the pain of your addiction has to be greater than the pleasure that you're getting from the high. Okay, until the pain is great enough, you're not going to stop. Okay, when the pain gets great enough and you're miserable in your life, Nate, and you don't want to live your life like that anymore, that's when you're going to stop. Hey, Nate, what is that? Is the water on? Oh, okay. It's stuck. Let me see. Okay, Nate, hold on. We're fixing to go somewhere. Hey, Danny, what's up, Bubba? So that is what has to happen, and it had to happen for me too, where the pleasure of getting high, I wasn't really getting any pleasure, okay? I wasn't getting any pleasure out of getting high, guys. I was miserable. I wasn't even getting high anymore. I was just maintaining. How many of you guys can relate to just maintaining? Like, you're not even enjoying it anymore. You're just doing it because if you don't, hey, thanks, Leonard. If you don't do it, then you feel like dog shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what you got to do. It's like it becomes your life. It becomes your norm. That's what you have to do, is just use to get by. You know, I see a lot of people who like look at drug addicts and look at alcoholics, and they judge. They judge people for they think, oh well, how did you let yourself get that bad? Well, what were you thinking, right? How could you get that bad on drugs? I would have never let myself get that bad, right? I hear so many people say that kind of stuff. If you're a real drug addict or a real alcoholic, you lose the power of choice. You don't have a choice to let yourself get better or worse. A lot of times you're at the mercy of your addiction. And people don't understand that are not drug addicts or alcoholics, you know? Unless you've really been there where drugs and alcohol ran your whole life, then you really don't understand what it's like to struggle out there and be a slave to a substance, okay? Because that's what it is. It's being a slave, all right? It's being a slave to a substance. It's no way to live. That's for damn sure, okay? So what I truly believe has to happen for each person, for a person to stop getting high and want to get sober, you got to get to that point in your life where you're like, I can't live my life like this anymore. This shit's just not worth it. Do y'all know what I'm saying? And if you're not there yet, listen to me. If you're not there where you're like, this shit ain't worth it yet, I'm just telling you. You will get to a point where it's not going to be worth it anymore. And what I'm trying to do is encourage you to get to a point where it's not worth it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. The longer you stay out there in your addiction, the longer you bounce back and forth getting high, right? The more potential you're wasting. The more of your life you're throwing away. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I'm not judging you. Y'all know I don't judge nobody. That's not how we get down over here. I'm not judging you. I would never judge you. But what I'm trying to tell you is, you don't want to waste your life like I wasted half my life. You don't want to waste your life like Leonard wasted half of his life. Okay? You guys, we wasted a lot of time in our addictions, right? That we could have been doing good to help other people. And so now what we try to do is come on here and share that shit with you guys so you don't have to waste your life. Because I'm telling you right now, it might be fun right now. You might be having a little bit of fun, right? Well, Bethany, I'll tell you what happened for me, okay? I operated on I don't give a damn about my life, that meter for so long. It wasn't until I had my son that I realized I had to start caring for myself. Not because I cared about myself, but because I cared about my son more than I cared about myself. That was my saving grace. That was my saving grace. Bethany, what you need to do, girl, is you need to get connected. You need to get with your parents, somebody that loves you and cares about you, and you need to start caring about you, and you need to surround yourself with other women who care about themselves and who inspire you to do better and push you to do better. Girl, you are beautiful, first of all. You are a dime, okay? And you're over here, you're fixing to be looking like Courtney Love if you don't get up off that shit. And you know what? It doesn't even matter. You could be ugly as hell. You still need to care about yourself, you know? And I understand that you don't, because that's what addiction does. But that's not how you always were, okay? There was a time in your life where you valued your life, okay? It wasn't until you got on the dope that you started not caring about yourself. Because that's what addiction does. It makes us not love ourselves. It makes us only love the drug. Okay? That's what it does to us, you guys. And listen, I understand. I have been there. Okay? But I'll tell you this much, okay? Y'all are welcome for the cards. I love you guys. And if you are celebrating a sober birthday and you want a card, all you got to do is send me your address. Here's the thing. It takes time. But what happens is, in the process of getting sober and changing your life, changing your whole surroundings, changing the people around you, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to love yourself, okay? It takes time, Bethany. It did not happen to me overnight, girl. And you guys see me. I still struggle, okay? I still struggle with my self-confidence. I still struggle with not feeling beautiful. I still struggle with not fitting in, not feeling like I'm a part of. I struggle a lot with that stuff, you guys, okay? But I'm going to tell you something right now. I'd rather struggle with being a little chunky and feeling a little insecure than to be totally lost in my addiction. Because here's the thing, you guys, and I know y'all can relate. I can't stop shooting up once I start shooting up drugs, okay? Once I start putting a needle in my arm, that's all that Hey, Born Racer. Good to see you too, baby. Once I start shooting drugs up, you guys, it's like every time I relapse, I go straight back to the needle. And I become obsessed with that and only getting high that way. And if I can't do it any other way, that way I don't want to do it anymore. You understand what I'm saying? and I get so strung out. And what happens is the drug becomes my main focus. So then what will happen is I will do anything I can to get that drug. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is, I'll do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens, I'll do it. Okay? Because I've been there. I've been there where I've done anything I could to get dope. And I'm not proud of that. That's not like something I'm proud of. But the reason why I tell you guys that is because I'm trying to explain to you that I know and I understand what it feels like to struggle. I know and I understand how it is to be out there and all you want to do is get high all the time. But here's the thing. The natural you, that's not all you were. You were not born wanting to get high, okay? Bethany, I totally understand, girl. And that's what happens, okay? So here's the thing. And I didn't escort, but you might as well have said I was, because that's what I was doing to get drugs, okay? I just didn't go about it in a professional way. I would show up at my dope man's house, fucking no money. He wouldn't give me a front, so I'd be like, yo, let's do this. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what's up? And that's what I would do. It's only going to get worse, okay? And what happens to us females, okay, we get out there and we start using our bodies to get drugs. And then what happens is we get fucking sicker and sicker and sicker. And our looks, we're not going to have our looks when we're out there getting all fucked up. And then we get all scrangly looking and we're out there having to be a prostitute, you know, having to be on the side of the road, having to trade our bodies to men that would potentially kill us, you know? And that's what happens. And here's the thing, it's only going to get worse. If you're escorting right now, it's only going to get worse. Okay? I'm just telling you because I know. And here's what happens when you start putting yourself in that position. You're opening yourself up to people that will rape you and leave you for dead. Okay? That makes me so scared for you, girl. But I understand. And don't be ashamed. Don't let anybody I understand. I've totally been there. Okay? Only I was, like I said, I was a straight up hood rat. Like, okay, let me give y'all a for instance. I used to get dope from this guy named Z. I knew him for like 8 years. Like, I bought dope from him almost every day. And he was a good looking dude. And we hung out a lot, right? Well, one day I went over to his house and I was really in pain. I didn't have any money. And I was sick. I was bad sick. Okay? And I was like, man, please, will you please front me? Right? This is before I met Neil. And he was like, no, Nicole, I cannot front you anymore. Like, I fronted you so much that you're behind like $200-300, right? And so that's when I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'll take care of my debt and then some, right? I'll take care of my debt and then some. Like, right now, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And that's what it was, you know? And it's not because I'm a bad person. It's not because I'm a skank or a hoe or nasty. It's because drugs took over my life. Today, in my sobriety, I would never in a million years even think about doing that. Because I would have to be high as hell to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would have to be high as hell to let go and do those things today. And that's the thing. In my recovery today, in my sobriety, you wouldn't catch me dead doing that shit. But when I was high out there sick and suffering, that's what it was, you know? I was just out there. I was out there, you guys. And a girl came to my house last night, you guys. Oh, that little dog, its mommy came to get it. She called me yesterday and came to get it. But let me share something with you guys about this young lady. She was real sweet. And when she called, it was about 3 o'clock when she called, and she was like, oh, I heard you have my dog. Oh my God, thank you so much. Can I please come and get it? And I was like, sure, come and get her. I was like, what's her name? And she was like, Precious. And I was like, okay, cool. Because I've been calling her Sweetie and Chica. So she said she was on her way, and so I started waiting for her to get there. Well, guess what? She didn't get to my house till 6:30. And I thought, girl, what is going on? So I texted her and I said, hey, are you coming to get this dog? Well, then her and her boyfriend showed up here to get the dog. And it was a white couple. And I could just tell that, they were struggling. And so when she left, I texted her and I said, I just want you to know that I'm in recovery. I've been sober for 4 years. And if you ever need help with anything, or you need somebody to take care of Precious for you, you can always bring her over here and I'll feed her and I'll give her a bath or whatever if you need help. And she texted me back and she asked me, she said, I just want to know how you got sober. Did you quit cold turkey? What did you do? And that's when I literally sent her my whole story and told her that I got on maintenance, and that me and my husband are both on maintenance, and that I'm tapering down off of it now, slowly but surely. And but I'm telling you guys, God puts people like that in my life every single day who are struggling with a disease of addiction. And I don't know what it is, but something just tells me every single time in my heart to share with them. Hey, what's up? My name's Nicole. I'm in recovery. I didn't say it when she was here because I didn't want to say anything in front of her old man. But the minute she left, I texted her, And I'm going to tell you guys, you can get sober and change your life and never look back. I mean, you can look back to say, that's where I came from and this is where I'm at today. That's what I do now. I look back at that life and I'm like, that's where I came from and look where I'm at today. Being in your active addiction, you guys, is miserable. Okay? It's miserable. Unless you're a freaking rock star and you got hundreds and thousands of dollars to keep you high 24/7, then you're going to be dope sick at one point or another. You're going to be ill. Okay? And that's the thing. You can't keep yourself constantly high unless you're rich. Okay? Oh, I texted it to her, Leonard. Of course I did. I did. I said, come over here and hang out with us. She was sweet as can be, too. And I hope she really does, you guys. And like I said, I'm not lying to you guys. When I come on here, I feel like sometimes you guys think I'm just saying these things. But, I want y'all to understand something. I don't just come on here and talk about recovery just to say shit, okay? I'm not just over here saying shit. This is what I do every day in my life, okay? This is how I live my life every day. I treat other people who are struggling the way I wish people would have treated me when I was struggling. I wish that somebody that was sober, that was in recovery, that had a couple of years, had saw me out on the street and said, hey, are you okay? Do you need help? Let me take time to invest in you. I want to invest in helping you, right? Because that's all I really needed. I just needed somebody to invest in me. That's all anybody really needs, is somebody to invest in them and let them know that they're not alone. I try to learn every day how to separate myself emotionally from people that I try to help, but I can't. I want to help people, and I want you guys to know that recovery is absolutely possible for each and every one of you, and it doesn't matter what your recovery looks like. It doesn't matter if you're on Suboxone. It doesn't matter if you're abstinent. It doesn't matter if you are, if you smoke marijuana and that helps you stay straight, right? It doesn't matter what your route of recovery is. What matters is that you're living your life and you're bettering yourself, that you're not miserable and struggling and wanting to die every single day. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's progress, not perfection. And also, it doesn't say, hey, when you start trying to change your life, you have to be sober by this date at this time for the rest of your life, 1999,165, no. Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't say that. It says progress, not perfection. That means as long as you're moving forward and you're making progress, that's all that matters, okay? Every day that I'm alive, that I'm not getting high, is progress for me, okay? Every day that I don't think about sticking a needle in my arm is progress for me. Every day that I can be a mom to my son is progress for me. Every day that I can come on here and I can share a message of hope and recovery is progress for me. Do you understand what I'm saying, you guys? Sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional there. I just think that some of you girls, and I love you guys too, but I can relate to the women a lot more. You know, I think some of you girls just got to understand that there's no better time than now to change your life. If you're fucking stuck on shooting heroin and you can't stop shooting heroin, you need to take your ass on down to the fucking clinic and get put on methadone or Suboxone, okay? And then your ass needs to get into some kind of therapy or treatment and start kicking ass and taking names. Join the Patreon group. If you don't want to fucking go to treatment or go into a therapist, I'm not a therapist. I'm never claiming to be. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a counselor. But we have a fucking group of people that will be your accountability, right? For $3 a fucking month, you can have me and all these other girls helping you stay accountable. You know, I mean, I don't think that's a bad deal. Or you can do it for free and come over to the Facebook group. Okay? We have options, okay? You just have to be willing to take something to do it. I mean, there's so many different options out there, you guys, for you to get help, okay? You just have to be on it. You have to want to go out there and get the help, and you got to stop dragging your ass, okay? Stop making excuses and come on with it, okay? Because here's the thing. You're getting lucky. If you're an IV heroin addict and you're still alive, you're getting lucky, baby. That's just the luck of the draw. You better know that shit. That's just the luck of the draw. The fact that you hadn't shot up and died yet, that's just, you're lucky, okay? You're going to get to a point where you're like me, okay? Exactly. And that's the thing. Here's the thing, you guys. I don't come on here and, well, Adam, yeah, because your liver and all that stuff is going to shut down. You're going to have cirrhosis. I'm telling you, I've lost so many friends because they drunk themselves to death. And here's the thing. I'm not saying, oh, just stop. I'm saying you have to make a plan. Okay, let's get back to what I was saying about stopping getting high and stopping getting drunk. Get a plan and put it into action. Okay? If your plan is, okay, I got to get into detox on this day, then you need to call the detox center, okay? Get a bed, and then make the day and follow through. There's no better time than now, okay? There's no better time than now. The more that you put it off, the more you're going to just keep on not doing it, you know? And I'm just trying to encourage you guys, all right? I know it's difficult, okay? I know it's not easy. I know it's scary. I know that it's fucking uncomfortable. That's what it is. It's uncomfortable. But here's the thing. It'll be the best thing you ever did in your whole entire life, okay? I just want you guys to know that you can do it, you know? And I think that what happens is we get stuck in that vicious cycle of addiction, right? Which is basically just us beating ourselves up all the time, talking down to ourselves, telling ourselves how worthless we are, yada, 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 right? And we get caught up in that. And that keeps us sick. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here. I felt compelled to talk to you guys about it being your time to get sober. You know, and Bethany, this message was for you today. I knew there was somebody that needed to hear this message. And this message was for you, girl. Okay? I love you. I would never judge you. You know that. You know that. But I'm telling you right now, the more you do what you're doing, the easier it gets to just push it down and push it down and push it down. And nobody in here is judging you. And if anybody tries to judge you or says shit to you, they'll answer to me, because I'll whoop their ass. That shit ain't funny, and you don't fucking talk shit about nobody who's struggling. I've been there, though. I've been there. It's a fucking awful way to be. And what happens is, like I said, you keep on repeating it because it's the only thing that works. You can't get it any other way because, like you said, the money. And that's what I'm saying, you guys. It's like, unless you're independently wealthy, then you're not going to have a bunch of money to just get high all day, every day, right? And so that's when that's when our behaviors, those questionable behaviors start coming in. Oh, see, Born Eraser? And see, a lot of people just like totally think like, oh, alcohol's not a big deal. You guys, alcohol is probably one of the worst drugs out there because it's so readily available. You can go to the liquor store and get it today, right down the street, you know? Sorry, flashing you. You can go to the store and get it today. And nobody can stop you, you know, because you're of age. It's just, I don't want any of y'all to have to live like that no more, okay? And if you're a woman and you're struggling and you need support, just get a hold of me, okay? I would love for all of you guys to join Patreon, okay? But I know not everybody can do that. So if you don't have the money or the means to do that, you can always reach out to me through my email, through my Instagram, and I will do anything I can to help you. But the thing about it is, you have to follow through. Okay, I'm just here to cheer you on. I'm just here to guide you. If I say, hey, I will help you, you have to call me every day. Check in every day. And then I don't hear from you, then what am I supposed to do? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm here to help you, but you have to put in the work for me to guide you along the way. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I mean, you don't have to be a criminal to get high either. You know, a lot of people who get high were just prescribed the medication and then they got addicted to it because it was an opiate and they became dependent. Then they got ripped off and y'all know the story from there. You know, now I was a criminal because what happened was my addiction led me down to committing crimes because I had to get dope, you know? And that's what usually happens is you start out by, you know, doing petty crimes like stealing and stuff like that. And for us girls, what happens is, you know, you're stealing and that's working out for a little while, but then that runs out and then you got to start doing something else to get what you need, you know? So anyways, I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys and do my little video about how to quit getting high. If I can help any of you guys, if you guys need help like getting a plan together, getting a plan of action together, if you guys need help finding a place to go like treatment or detox, or if you guys need help like talking to your families and letting your families know that you're struggling with a disease of addiction and you're too scared, I will conference call with any of you guys' families. All you have to do is call me and we'll call them on three-way together. Okay? Like, I'm not even lying to you guys. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, it's like, I probably hear from maybe 6 people a month that are new in my email. I mean, I talk to a lot of you guys once or twice a week, maybe every day, some of you, but not very many of you every day. But a lot of you I talk to at least once or twice a week. But it's not like I'm overwhelmed to the point where I can't answer emails or anything like that. So, at all. So, if you are struggling and you call or you email me and I send you my number and you call me and you're like, listen, I don't know what to do. I need someone to help me. I'm strung out. I don't know how to get sober. My family doesn't know, and I need help. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know how to go to them. Well, let's do this. I will get on the phone and we'll call them together and we'll talk to your family and we will get you help. Because I promise you guys, if you have family that loves and supports you, they're going to want you to get help. And so if some girl is on the other line and we're calling and we're talking about how much they need help, then they're going to want to help you because they don't want to see you die, okay? A lot of us are just so embarrassed and so ashamed that we let ourselves get to that point that's why we don't go and get the help. Do you know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. You don't have to tell your mom and dad or whoever it is that you're out there doing whatever you're doing, right, to get dope. But that's where I come in. You can tell me about that part, and we'll just tell them what they need to know to help you get on track. And what I mean by that is you're going to need support from your family. You're going to need your family to know, hey, mom, dad, I'm fixing to put myself into treatment, okay? I'm fixing to, you know, admit myself and say, hey, I'm a danger to myself and others. I need help, okay? Or if you have insurance, I'll help you find treatment wherever you need to go. There's so many places. If you have private insurance, you could go anywhere, okay? But I know a lot of you guys don't have insurance, and that's where I come in to do all this footwork, because what we have to do is we got to call people. We got to call people that maybe can help you with scholarships. It's a lot to do, but you can do it. I've seen many people get into treatment who didn't have a dime. Okay? You just got to want it. Okay? If you want to get sober, God's going to make a way. All right? You're going to get where you're going to get in where you need to get in, okay? So just don't be discouraged. Make a plan. That's how you stop. Okay? And hit me up if any of you guys, like I said, I'll say it again. Any of you guys need me, hit me up. Email me, DM me, message me in the Facebook group. If you haven't already joined the Facebook group, it's called Real Talk Recovery. What are you doing? Get your ass over there. There's 100 and something of us over there, okay? There's support. There's girls in there talking to each other all the time, posting stuff, blah, 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 blah. I'm in there. I do live streams over there sometimes. There's always somebody around, though. You'll be able to get a hold of me or Candy or one of the other girls like pretty quickly because everybody answers their messenger and stuff. So anyway, enough. I love you guys. Tomorrow's Friday, okay? Yes, Kim is one of our top posters, and she's always in there. You can get a hold of Kim, and Kim will get a hold of me if she needs to get a hold of me, and she'll tell me whatever you guys need to do. It's DeMeoN@yahoo.com. Lowercase DEMEON @yahoo.com. DEMEON @yahoo.com. So tomorrow night, Mara meeting. Do you guys want me to just do a regular Mara meeting, or do you guys want me to have somebody on where we do like a phone interview and you guys can hear them? You probably won't be able to see them because you know my ass don't know how to do that yet. But if I can get somebody on that shares their experience, would you guys like to do that? I'm thinking that will be pretty fun. Okay, cool. That's probably what we'll do. We'll probably have somebody on. Since it's a Mara meeting, I want to have somebody on that is either, I have a great idea. I want to have my friend Leanne on. She's tapered off of methadone completely. She's a success story. She just started working for a treatment center. I'm going to call her and see if she wants to come on and talk to you guys about how she's been doing and how she got off of methadone and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll figure something out. You guys know I will. I love y'all. I just want y'all to know that, I'm not perfect. I never claim to be. I really work hard on trying to just make sure that I'm supportive. I'm putting out positive content, you guys, that's going to help you guys stay on the right track. StreamYards, okay. And that's what I do over here. Anything you need help with, For the most part, I will help you with anything I can. Just message me. I love you too, Big Easy. All you gotta do is message me. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Now, hell, I can't mail y'all money or nothing like that. Don't be thinking that. But if you need support, emotional, you know, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going on a tangent now. I love you guys. I'm gonna go take Nate because he's hungry, and we're gonna go get some barbecue, and I'm gonna cook it up. And I love you guys so much, and I just want you guys to know that, like, I love you guys, and I want you guys all to be happy and sober and thriving. Okay? Have her up on your panel. Go through Google. It's not an app. Okay, thank you, Born Eraser. I'm gonna go do that right now. Thank you so much. Bye, you guys.